I think this is I think it's just an awful trade. I would never ever make this trade. I would never make this trade ever. It's not a trade that I would make, and I don't think the Raptors would make this trade either. Okay, let's talk about Ben Simmons, because every time we come on stream, there's another awful mock trade concerning the Raptors. There's more awful rumors concerning the Toronto Raptors. My thing about Ben Simmons has always been, he's got the talent, absolutely. Does he have the drive? Because I've seen so many players not have a three when they come into the league. Pascal Siakam is one of them. And develop the three, not because the team wants them to develop the three-point game, but because the player recognizes it as a weakness of their game and they need that to be the best they can be. Ben Simmons has refused for 4 straight off seasons to work on his three-pointer. Everybody knows he can't shoot threes. Everybody knows he needs to work on it, but he doesn't. And he never showcases it. And I will not believe any off-season workout videos I see of Ben Simmons until I see an actual game in the NBA where this guy is shooting threes, not just because the shot clock is winding down. Scared to shoot for some reason. He's massively improved everything in his game year after year except for shooting. Has he improved everything in his game year after year? I would argue he has done nothing to really improve his game, period. In the NBA, I would make a strong case Ben Simmons has never done anything to improve his game. He is content being the same Ben Simmons year in, year out. And if I had to make an argument in one way or another, I would say he even regressed this season compared to previous seasons. Like, this is a guy who was averaging 16, 8, and 8 as a rookie, who has dropped to 14, 7, and 7. That's not a big drop, but this is a young player who's supposed to be getting better year after year. If he's supposed to be getting better year after year, why are his stats not showcasing that? Has his defense improved? Yeah, I'd say his defense has improved. Has his read for the game improved? Yeah, I would say his read for the game has improved, but statistically, he's the same player that he was when he was a rookie. And obviously, stats don't tell the entire tale, but certainly as you get older at this young of an age, you need to show significant signs of improvement. If I were to show you this similar graphic for OG Anunoby's first 4 years in the NBA, you would see astronomical increases in his ability year after year. The same would go for Siakam, the same would go for Van Vliet, because those guys are hungry to make themselves better. And I seriously question if Ben Simmons has that drive to make himself better year in, year out, which is one of the major reasons why I am not hugely interested in trading for him. I recognize that in his earlier seasons, he didn't have a really good team around him, but regardless, he did for most of the years. I mean, there's Embiid in 1 year, there was Butler for half of it. He's had JJ Redick, who gives you like a free 3 assists a game sometimes. There's Tobias Harris. They have good teams in Philly. They've had good teams with Ben Simmons. I mean, if you want to just see the level of disrespect to the Raptors when it comes to Ben Simmons, I can't even believe this is a thing. I mean, the title of this article: should the 76ers accept this Ben Simmons trade for Raptors? Should the 76ers accept Siakam? Siakam, a first, a pick swap for Simmons, Maxey, and 2 seconds. Let me, if I'm the Sixers, let me think about that for a minute. Siakam and a first round swap for Ben Simmons, Maxey, and 2 seconds. Let me think about. Obviously, the 76ers should accept this trade. What? There shouldn't even be a discussion regarding this for the Sixers. The Sixers should be like, oh, you're serious? Yeah, we'll do it. Let's do it. There shouldn't even be a discussion about this. The Raptors should be the ones like Daryl Morey, like, lay off the sniffing man. Like, enough. Give us a realistic trade. This doesn't make any sense. I think this is an awful trade. I would never ever make this trade. I would never make this trade ever. It's not a trade that I would make, and I don't think the Raptors would make this trade either. I don't want to trade the picks. I don't want to trade Siakam for Ben Simmons. I've said this multiple times. I do not have a want or desire to trade Pascal Siakam necessarily. If a good trade comes up, I will. I don't think the Raptors gain much by trading away Siakam and bringing in Simmons. I am saying otherwise. I would rather have a player willing to help out the team on offense in a playoff. I don't want a player who is scared to fucking lay up the ball in a game 7. I never want that on my team. And I don't know how anybody can want a guy who is scared of playing offense in the playoffs on their team. Ben Simmons has never in his entire career showcased an ability to thrive in a playoff setting. Siakam was awful in the playoffs 2 seasons ago, but the year before that was sensational en route to an NBA championship. And there are phenomenal games en route to that for Siakam, including in the NBA Finals. Do me a favor. If you really think Ben Simmons is that guy, search on YouTube Ben Simmons playoff highlights. Find me one really elite playoff performance from Ben Simmons. He has never played in a conference final, despite playing in a series where the 76ers were immensely favored against the Atlanta Hawks. Ben Simmons took 3 shots across 7 different fourth quarters in that series. He took 3 field goal attempts. Ben Simmons could not be on the court in big moments in the playoffs because he made the team worse by being on the floor because he could not hit free throws. This is a liability. He has shown to be a liability, and I don't want to be the cleanup crew for him. I'm not using one series. I have never used one series. I have used every series he has ever been involved in the playoffs. Go find me your elite Ben Simmons playoff performance. Go find me Ben Simmons taking your team to the next round. You can't. There is no indication of that. And you guys have beef with Pascal Siakam being your first option on offense? Well, my God. Wait till you see Ben Simmons as your first option on offense. Because that is not a team that I want to sit and watch every single game. Ben Simmons is undoubtedly a fantastic player. But as it comes to paying up in a trade to get him, I'm going to take an easy pass on that. I'm not even going to consider a situation where I have to pay up for Ben Simmons. Undoubtedly a great player. I struggle to see why he's been an all-star so many years. I think in a different market, he's definitely not an all-star. But I struggle to see how and why people think like he can be that guy for the Toronto Raptors. And the majority of Raptors fans are on the same boat as I am. I get that my my supporter base is extremely biased when it comes to Raptors players and current Raptors players. But this is just one player I cannot get behind trading for. And I don't think a trade will ever materialize to the Raptors just because Masai knows he is not paying up to get Ben Simmons. You are paying up to trade away Ben Simmons. I am good without this guy on my team. I don't want him. on my team unless it is for a good trade that works in the Raptors' favor. And I've given a whole host of reasons as to why I don't really want to do that.